Hi, my name is Belen Flores. I'm majoring in biology and I'm seeking a position as secretary. My interest in SDB began after I take an Intro to Latino Literature class at St. Mary's. There I read a book called How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents, and it really made me aware of the differences between Latina experience and say other races such as the white race. And it made me realize that certain things that happen to me isn't normal. So simple things such as like packing for college or just knowing about entering college, there's a lot of differences there. And it really made me feel like there were other people that were like me, because sometimes I felt that the experiences that I went through were just like for myself. So it really opened my eyes. So that goes a lot with the personal identification that I felt with Student Diversity Board. And then also the relevance to the real world, especially now with all the current events happening with George Floyd. I realized the importance of these clubs at St. Mary's because there are minority students don't have as large of a voice as white students at St. Mary's College, and there's a big disproportion between the ratio of minority students compared to white students. And I also saw on the Constitution for Student Diversity Board that it was amended on April 30th of 2019. So that kind of gives me an idea of how clubs that advocate for minority students have not been as prevalent, which means that there is a lot of work to be done within the club. And then in Article 2, I saw a statement that said, "It shall be the mission of Student Diversity Board to create awareness of diversity in order to educate, provide support, and celebrate differences." And this was something that really resonated for me because, once again, one of the purpose statements that was mentioned was that it shall be to unite the SMC community in celebration and diversity of every woman on campus. And I think the most important part of that statement was celebrating differences, such as what happened with me after I read that book. I feel like I would have a similar experience in Student Diversity Board and also help other students have a similar experience to what I had as in a way of connecting with other people. Some of the goals that I would like to accomplish is being efficient and well organized, and communication. Communication I saw was a really big aspect of the secretary position because you had to communicate with campus, departments and organizations, external departments, securing the locations and planning events, and just distributing all of your skills to every aspect of the secretary position, and also creating a comfortable and open environment where members can discuss their opinions. I think what I realized a lot with the meetings that have been going on with St. Mary's to talk about people's standpoints on race and inclusivity is that people aren't very comfortable on the topics. So I think creating an environment that's very comfortable and open would help put the ideas out there and then kind of put a plan of action forward to see how we can better improve our situation at St. Mary's. And then I'd also would like to contribute as much as possible to all meetings because participation is what the key factor in really pushing forward and accomplishing all the goals would be. Some of the qualifying experiences I've had in previous leadership positions at St. Mary's College with also with a lot with the COVID-19, like our semester was cut short. I haven't had a lot of leadership opportunities as in leadership positions to express my skills. But in high school, I was involved in student body government, National Honor Society, Tiger Leadership, which is like a service club. And my positions within that, I was president, my senior year, I was president of those positions. And I learned a lot about how it's not just whatever position you're in that dictates whether you're a good leader or not, it's how you handle situations. So being open-minded, listening to others, not just doing what you want to do, but taking everybody's opinions into consideration. Also, time management skills. When you are in a lot of clubs and then you have your classes, you have to be able to handle everything and not spread yourself thin. So really dedicate the time to every single aspect to make sure that you're not leaving any activity or class without attention. Once again, the extended experience and teamwork, and really being organized, because without organization, there's just chaos. And then once again, as a leader, my previous experience in the role in other organizations is what helps me be a better leader. And then also being dedicated to what the core values of the organization are. For me, Student Diversity Board, once again, the core values that I saw in their amendment was really resonated with my personal aspirations. And then also being a compassionate leader, because it's really important to listen to everybody and open your eyes to other perspectives, because you can learn a lot from them. And then I wanted to end with a thank you note for listening to me and helping me with this leadership experience.